Hello, good people of the internet. So, what are we doing with the Iveco at the moment? Well, as you can see, the side rail's back on again. The door is on 2 runners out of 3 runners, which is good enough for now. With the third runner, the bottom runner, in for being painted. My brother's been underneath doing some more derusting with the angle grinder and the wire wheel. We've got the fuel tank straps just there. And my guess is they're going to be painted, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to clean them up, paint them up. Which means, yep, the fuel tank's off again. Oh dear. Fun. But it was only temporary put on just to get the damn thing to move up to the front here, so we can get work on it. The underneath is, well, nothing's really changed underneath the van. Let's have a look, shall we? Nothing's really changed. It's just basically derusting being done. We're trying to get to clean and paint the chassis up because that's what needs doing next. We're trying to more focus in this area where the fuel tank sits, because as soon as that's done, the fuel tank can go on and stay on. Obviously the fuel tank is going to go on and... Sorry, the fuel tank is off and the chassis is going to be painted, and also all the body underneath is also going to be painted as well. Where the fuel tank is. Nice. Okay, so I don't know where I was. My memory card was full there. Should always check that, I suppose. But anyway, underneath here, not much has changed, to be fair. We've just done a bit of... well, my brother's been doing a bit of derusting using the angle grinder and wire wheel. We're more focusing on this area of the van where the fuel tank is for now. So we get the chassis painted in that area, and also the bodywork, you know, the shell of the van, so to speak. We're going to get all that painted as well. Cab mount not got a bolt in it. Oh, it has got a bolt in it. Hard to say. Yeah, we get it all done and nice. Inside we've got, well, nothing much has changed really. But we have now got the roof venting, which is quite nice, as you can see. It works really well. Your brother has powered it up and it's enough move some air, so he's happy with that. And we've got this happy little fellow just here, which my brother's managed to acquire from somewhere, I'm not sure where. And this is a mess, as you can see. Now what it is it's a PTC heater. And we wanted to load test our brand new alternator, which was put on this, well, it's a reconditioned alternator, but it's a lot more powerful than what should be on it. And this thing on idle draws 107 amps from the alternator. That's how much power this thing consumes when you have it, well, dead. It's almost like a dead short, so to speak. You power it up, and it this thing is designed to supplement heat, cabin heat, for say cold days when there's no engine coolant that's warm yet, because the diesel takes a while to warm up, of course. And that's what this does. Instead of your engine providing the heat, your alternator provides the heat, which is not as efficient to do, but oh well. It you know, and as soon as obviously your engine coolant warms up, then that turns off, and your engine coolant, you know, takes over. But it turned out it was quite a good thing to check load on an alternator, and you can see it's quite beefy because look how big the cables are for it. Quite large. Yeah, cool bit of kit. Cool bit of kit. Not yet checked the 24 volt alternator to see how well that works. It is a brand new alternator, so we assume it would work. We haven't got a 24 volt supply on this yet to actually excite the field windings, field coils, sorry, and to get the thing to power up. So we'll see. We'll see. One thing I would like to mention on these Ivecos is sliding doors on these things are a pain in the arse. They're an absolute nightmare. You probably all know this because you get your gap at the top, which you can see from the inside, and to line these things up is a nightmare. We are winging it, actually. So one of the things that we are hoping to do as well is, this thing was very loose, and it turns out that the not only were the threads of the bolts gone, but the threads inside this had gone as well as inside the actual plate. We've actually angle ground a cutout here to actually be able to slide the plate out. Sorry, I'm getting in focus. Slide the plate out. It's starting to rain. Nice. Because one of the plans we wanted to do was use longer bolts, these ones here, put them all the way through, and just use, say, a nice big washer and a nylock nut to sandwich the whole thing together. Never move them. And then you just undo it from inside. I can't understand why they didn't do that in the first place. It would make much more better sense rather than have the plate itself with the thread. But that's what happens if you don't keep them tight, and it keeps loosening off as you slam the door. It damages that. So we're not really too fussed about the paint. As you can see, it can be just Amorite. That's fine. At least we know it's never going to rot out. Rain is horrible. Typical. Let me just put this slidey board underneath. Kick the creeper under there. No, not that Minecraft creeper. But other than that, that's about it for this van. Not much on it at all, to be fair. All the work's been underneath it. We have drained the coolant out of it, which was just water at the time. And we've replaced it with the correct, is it G48 in this thing? I can't remember now. Please don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was G48 coolant this thing takes. Which is a blend of, blend of both silicate and OAT based coolants, I do believe. But yeah, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that's what my brother's just chucked in there. Anyway, that'll do for this video. Only a shorty. There's not really much on it, to be fair. Apart from the new door, which is quite nice. Needs a bit of a polish, and a bit of touch up on paint, hence the nice little rust patch we've got going on there, but there's a little bit more up there as well. Rusty! And we've got the door lock as well, which I never got the other half to that, so where it clicks to, there isn't one. But I have managed to acquire some more of those locks. So, yeah, I might take that off and replace it with one of my ones after it's been painted. Wire wheel that thing down and paint it up, rather than it just having it chrome. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. Yeah, at least the rain stopped. It's not looking too great in there. It's just, yeah, storage. That'll do for now. Looks different out on the front. You don't realise how big this thing is. Walk this far back to get into frame. The battery sticking out through the headlight. It'll do the job. We have all gotten the suspension, which is all nice and done. The front bumper's pretty much ready to go on. Apart from in this area here, this has to come apart a little bit. But for now, it'll be fine. We do actually need a new front bumper for this, because the original one is cracked and damaged. This whole bracket was bent out of shape, and I had to rebend it all back again in the vise and shape it all up using the other bracket as a template. I think I did a pretty good job with that, to be fair. You will never know that that was caved in by looking at it. Yeah, I actually did a really good job on that, to be fair. You'd never think that this was bent around and touching this. That's how bent it was. You might have could tell probably a bit down here. But I think I did a not bad job with that. Not bad at all. It'll do. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.